Hi, Tom Redman, the Data Doc here, and this is the final installment in our video series on machine learning and data quality. A fair question you might be wondering is, Tom, do you really think this machine learning thing is a good idea? After all, you spent 12 videos talking about how bad data quality can screw things up and how hard it will be to do something about it. So let's explore that a little bit. Building on that sort of worry, it's the basic algorithms of machine learning are now a full generation old. Backpropagation, invented by Geoffrey Hinton in the mid-80s. And since then, we've been through at least two, depending on how you count, maybe more, AI winters where nothing progressed. So what's different today? Why should I be interested in machine learning at all? And I think the answer to that has two constituent answers that build on one another. The first is the vast quantities of data that are available now. Don't hold me to the numbers, but roughly 30 years ago, might have thought that we could train a model with 1,000 examples. Today we train models with 1 million examples, a 3 order of magnitude increase. Similarly, we didn't have the computing power then. Even in the most powerful corporate computing centers, you just didn't have the computing power that now is available to virtually everybody in the cloud for fractions of a cent on the dollar for even a few years ago. These two things really have put machine learning and the results that it provides within reach. Now, in particular, what it does is it provides us algorithms where we couldn't get algorithms before. No one knows how to code up how you recognize a cat, but machine learning has proved very, very apt at that. And so the idea that we might be able to train models to give predictions in areas where we can't code things up is really, really enticing. Now, what happens when cost goes down? Well, we all know from Econ 101 that demand goes up. Not so long ago, people were worried when the loom went in that jobs in producing clothes would go away. Not so. Cost went down, demand went way, way up. And the hope, perhaps even the promise, is that that's what machine learning will do these days for jobs that involve specialized expertise and decision making. Indeed, Price Waterhouse predicts a 14% increase in GDP globally compared to not having machine learning. So now that said, all that, so it is probably a good idea to be pursuing machine learning, either as an individual or at least as a company. None of that takes away the problems that we have with data quality. And we've explored these in our videos. Video 1 focused on garbage in, garbage out. Video 2 on the breadth and depth of quality requirements needed to properly train a model. In video 3, we looked at the stats, and indeed, they're sobering. Most data is not good for day in and day out purposes, never mind the rigors of machine learning. In video 7, we looked at the fact that the usual countermeasures that we use in analytics don't work. And finally, in the 9th video, we examined the fact that data quality is just as big a problem, maybe even a bigger problem in implementation than it is in training the predictive model. This is because of the risk it cascades. Our prescriptions need to be taken together. In video 4, I introduced the notion that we ought to be bringing the data quality equivalent of lawyers, guns, and money from the Warren Zevon song to the table. And in the 5th video, we focused on the first prescription, ask a stone-cold sober examination of, do we have the right data? Video 6 focused on cleanup. Video 8 on bringing tacit knowledge to data preparation and training of the model. Video 10, one of the most important in the exercise, talked about attacking data quality proactively. Video 11 built on 10, clarifying management responsibilities going forward. and video 12 about independent, rigorous quality assurance as the final step and the final backstop in the overall quality program. So let me summarize this way. Machine learning offers enormous potential. If your company hasn't started yet, it should do so, and you personally may want to lead the charge. If it's making only half-hearted efforts, now may be the time to increase that effort. There's just too much potential here to ignore and think that it's going to go away. That said, the whole purpose of this video series has been to elucidate the fact that bad data can completely compromise the effort. And you do need to put in place an aggressive, proactive program in order to deal with that. I think it's best to think of it this way. If you think of machine learning as a data science effort, then there's some prescriptions that we talked about that you simply won't be able to take. You won't be able to worry about the quality of data going forward, for example. So it's really important that the machine learning exercise be a company-wide one, and that you bring all the company's resources to bear in putting in place and implementing the data quality program we've talked about throughout this sequence. Thank you very much for your kind attention throughout, and we wish you such good luck in building data quality into your machine learning program.